Hello, science fans. Today we're diving into the amazing world of data and computers. We're talking about something super important, the audit trail. Now, what is that? Think of it like a detective's notebook for a computer system. Every time someone does something, the computer writes it down, creates a file, edits a document, deletes a record, logs in. It records who did it, it records what they did, it records exactly when they did it. This detailed list of every action, that's the audit trail. It's a digital footprint, a breadcrumb trail of the system's history. It's science in action, recording history as it happens. Imagine you and your friends building a giant sandcastle. Someone adds a new tower. Or oh no, someone knocks one down. Wouldn't you want to know who and when? That's what an audit trail does for digital information. The importance of review. We have this incredible audit trail, a digital log of everything, but just having it isn't enough. Like a library full of amazing books that no one ever reads. The real power comes from reviewing the audit trail. Why is this so important? It comes down to two big ideas, trust and safety. We call these data integrity and compliance. Data integrity means our information is accurate, complete, and trustworthy. We need to know the numbers and results are real and unchanged. Reviewing the audit trail helps confirm that. In science, accurate data powers discovery. In medicine, patient records save lives. In finance, accurate numbers keep the economy running. Compliance means following the rules. Industries like healthcare, HIPAA, require it. Finance, Sarbanes-Oxley, requires it. Ultimately, review is about accountability. Make audit trail, review a habit, build a stronger, safer, trustworthy digital environment. Alright, are you ready to become an audit trail detective? Let's break down the review process into simple scientific steps. It's not as scary as it sounds. Visual cue, show flowchart. The first step is to define your scope. You can't review everything all at once, that would be overwhelming. Instead, decide what you're looking for. Are you checking for logins after business hours? Are you reviewing changes to a specific critical file? Step 2 is to access and collect the logs. You'll need the right permissions to get to it. Once you're in, you need to filter the logs to match the scope you defined in Step 1. Instead of looking at a million log entries, you'll narrow it down to just the ones you need. Now for the fun part, Step 3. Analyze the data. This is where your detective work really begins. Look for patterns, anomalies, and anything that seems unusual. For example, many failed login attempts from one user account. Finally, Step 4. Document and report your findings. Keep a clear record of your review process. What you looked for, what you found, and what actions you took. If you found a potential issue, like an unauthorized data change, report it to the right person, its security or your manager. Even the best scientists can make mistakes. When reviewing audit trails, there are a few common blunders that can trip people up. One of the biggest is inconsistent or infrequent reviews. Some people treat audit trail review like a chore to be done only when an auditor is coming. That's a big mistake. It's like only checking the smoke detector when you already smell smoke. To be effective, reviews must be done regularly, daily, weekly, monthly. Another common blunder is having a scope that is too broad or too narrow. If you try to review every single log entry for the entire company, you'll be buried in data and likely miss the important stuff. The key is to find a balance. Use a risk-based approach. Focus your most detailed reviews on the most critical systems and the most sensitive data. A third blunder is a lack of understanding. The person reviewing the logs needs to understand what they are looking at. If the reviewer doesn't know what a write error 503 means. To avoid this, make sure reviewers are properly trained. Finally, a huge mistake is poor documentation. If you find an issue but don't document it properly, it's almost as if you never found it at all. Always document your work. Create a simple template for your review reports and fill it out every single time. Now let's put on our detective hats, learn how to spot clues of tampering or errors. These signs can be subtle, but with a trained eye, you can become a data sleuthing superstar. One obvious sign, unusual user activity, user logging in at bizarre hours, 3 a.m. on a Sunday, access from a strange geographic location. A different country user suddenly accessing files or system areas they've never touched. Deviations from baseline should be investigated. Another clue. High volume of activity, especially failed attempts, hundreds of failed logins for one account in minutes, classic brute force attack. Someone guessing passwords, any dramatic change in volume or type is a signal. Look closer. Watch for privilege escalation, attempts, a user trying to give themselves more access than allowed, attempt to run administrative commands. Example log, user_BE tried to add themselves to system_administrators. Finally, check for gaps or edits in the audit trail itself, missing logs for a time window. For example, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., huge red flag, or use software to check log file integrity. It's the digital equivalent of a burglar wiping away their fingerprints. Becoming great at audit trail reviews isn't just about following steps. It's about building brilliant habits. It's about making data safety a part of your regular routine, just like brushing your teeth. The first and most important habit is consistency. Create a schedule and put it on your calendar. Whether it's a quick 15-minute check every morning or a more in-depth review every Friday afternoon, make it a non-negotiable appointment. A second fantastic habit is to leverage automation. Manually sifting through thousands of log entries is tedious and prone to human error. Most modern systems allow you to set up automated alerts for specific high-risk events. Think of it as having a robotic assistant who watches the logs for you 24/7. The third habit is to stay curious and think critically. Ask questions. A good reviewer is like a curious scientist, always questioning and seeking to understand the why behind the data. Finally, cultivate the habit of continuous learning. The world of technology and cybersecurity is always changing. Participate in training sessions. The more you know about what you're protecting and the threats you're facing, the more effective your reviews will be. So there you have it. We've journeyed through the incredible world of audit trails, from understanding what they are to learning how to review them like a pro. An audit trail is more than a boring log file. It's the official biography of your data, recording every twist and turn in its life story. It's a fundamental tool built on scientific principles of observation and recording. It captures the who, the what, the when of every action, giving us the accountability we need. Think of yourself as the guardian of your data. The audit trail is your most powerful tool, your magnifying glass, your window into the secret life of your systems. By reviewing it diligently, you defend against errors, fraud, cyber threats. So go forth, be curious, be consistent. Be curious, be